What up, it's your boy Darth back at it again with another video, and today we are here with Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken episode 3. Last episode we took some baby steps in setting up our new animation studio, I guess you can call it. We went to go get like our little desk, and then we got our, a bunch of other stuff, or we tried to, we got a little sidetracked on our little adventures, our little imagination adventures. And as the past two episodes have proven, it was cool. I really enjoy this show. Very simple plot, but very, very like impactful in your, like, on your senses when you're watching. Like, it's very like, oh wow, that's some cool shit. You still see some cool shit. I think that's what really makes this show, is that as simple of a plot this is, you still get to see some cool shit, and it's still a really enjoyable watch. Like, this is basically what a slice of life should be. Just simple but effective. So we're gonna hop straight into it. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken or something totally different, the best place to send it in is always my social media. Links gonna be in the description below. And if you want these episodes early, subscribe to my Patreon. Links are going to be in the description below for that as well. Also, we have the full length reactions to that, to these episodes in there on the Patreon too. So we're gonna get straight into it. If you have, or what, Jason, oh my god, I'm stupid. Okay, we're gonna get straight into it. So we're gonna get our headphones. Jesus Christ. Make sure the bitches is on. The bitches is on, and let's just let's get into it. Let's see it. Studio Eizouken, let's go. Yay! You see us? They're already thinking about the logo. Right, we don't even have a project yet. The voice of reason strikes again. Ah, fuck. Right, just to get them, to chill out for a little bit. I want to see him break it down. I gotta see him break it down again. Yeah. I love dancing in OPs, bro. Oh, I gotta do the clap. Gotta do the clap. Yeah. Lack of suitable seriousness. Praise pure profit speaks to great. This is why we get nothing done. God. Such a rich girl. Raccoon dog. God damn it! I mean, that's good enough if it gets the job done, to be honest with you. No gravity wouldn't. Who cares? It's my fantasy, right? Which is honestly how a lot of writers would think, right? Like, yeah, this wouldn't work. Who cares? It's my story. God damn it. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. I copy. What the fuck? The detail in which they go into this type of shit is great. What a way to make a mundane task like fun to watch. Oh my god, this animation is cool. Oh shit. It's hailing? God damn it. Oh no! Please respond. I love that she actually just goes with it. Oh yeah, oxygen. I mean, I used to... My God. We're doomed. God, way to calm her down. Way to calm her down. That's great. Oh my God. Oh my God, that was cool as fuck. Yeah, that was actually really cool. God damn it. We made a fucking hole in the... God damn it. Damn it. Yeah? Not this guy. God, what are you doing here? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? So if we get something done, they may give us money. Yeah. Let's get work done and we get the money. Yeah. Right. So we have to now. Right. So we need to get more for less. That's Slipknot. Yo, fucking way. Pulled up with a Slipknot t-shirt. I like it. Okay, yeah, that's fair. It is maybe a little bit too complicated. There it is. That is cute, but that's good. That's fine. Bro, I love it. I love that she just goes into so much detail with this type of stuff. Like, Jesus. The fuck? Sliding down the incline and falling? Yeah, I was about to say, that's a little too... We want something a bit more flashy than that. Right. Yeah, let's make the most of it. We can keep it simple while still making the most of it. Right. I mean, that's very true. I mean, they're really working with bare bones, just sunlight and windows. I love it though. That is a hard ass fucking machete. Right, how's she gonna that's right, you can't, expressions are a little bit limited when you got oxygen masks. There you go, there you go. Okay. I like it. The process, I love seeing the process. Jesus fucking Christ. The start seems repetitive, right? And we get into the nitty gritty. There's something so cool about seeing an anime about like how anime is made. Oh my God, this is really good animation though. Pretty fluid. Mink, mink. What the fuck? Oh, I like it. You know what? I like it. What? Oh, it's over. What the fuck? What the fuck? It's over already? What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened to the time? At least it's a storyboard. That's cool as fuck. Was that always there? They just add that. I think I just wasn't paying attention. There it is. All right. Okay. So the the voice of reason strikes again. Um, I we talked about this in the first episode, but seeing this or seeing it in action in the third episode, Kanamori, or I forget her name, Kanamori is definitely one of the more, like, I don't want to say the most important, but she is very important to the story itself. While she, may not be the main character in a sense, yeah, Kanamori is one of the more important characters, because when you have two characters like Mitsuki, and god damn it, it's the third, nah bro, it's the third episode and I still don't know her name. I gotta, like, there's no way. Does it tell me? It doesn't tell me their names. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sure there's somebody mad that I don't know her name, but when you have two characters like Minsky and the MC, god damn it. When you have two characters like that are very ditzy and like airheaded and very imaginative, people that can get lost in their own imagination very easily, you need somebody to ground those type of people. And Kanamori is definitely serving as that person. Not only that, but when you have, like, once again, when you have to, very imaginative people like that, you don't exactly move the story forward as well as you'd like. If we didn't have Kanamori, like, it would very much, while the story would be interesting to see, like, all the zany shit that they come up with, it wouldn't exactly move, the pacing wouldn't be as good. So it's very interesting that in a anime about making anime, you have characters that almost serve as like the soul of what anime is. Anime is when it's being produced. It's really cool that they captured that, with the person that is, or the people that are very, they're going to give you your concepts and this is how the anime is going to look and all the other stuff, but you still have somebody to ground the business aspect of it. Yo, we need to get work done, right? I think they're like managers or something like that. Like, you have a mangaka, and then you have like the advisor or the manager or something like that. I don't know. Once again, I don't know shit about animation or drawing, but it's very cool to see characters like this actually represent like the soul and like actual facets of what it's like to create anime. And on top of that, I do talk about, for the past like 3 episodes, I've sang the praises of this anime when it goes into detail about certain stuff. Specifically, I love when damn it, I'm sorry, I gotta look this up. I feel really bad that I don't know her name. I'm so sorry. I feel really bad that I don't know her name. But when our MC goes into like detail about the the different gadgets and stuff that she has like cooking up in her mind, like, not only is that like a very good way of showing how creative she is, it also gives us a little bit more insight on how the ideas that she keeps in her head. Let me see if I can actually, give me 1 second. Let me see if I can actually see what the main character's name is. Midori. Fuck, that's a really easy name. Sorry. But I do enjoy getting a glimpse into like Midori's head and like how ideas work you know, and how far these ideas go. It's just really fun to watch. And I think that that's pretty much the crux of this show. It's just very fun to watch. But on on the on the topic of the actual episode, I'm glad we found a a goal to strive for right now. So the idea is that we're going to present an animation to these people, or to we're going to present an animation, and then with that we're going to determine the budget. Now, as is said in the episode, you have 10 minutes to take, or to you have 10 minutes to present. You have 10 minutes to your presentation. Jesus Christ, you have 10 minutes to your presentation. So you want to, when we're making an anime, so we have to have time for the anime and then us actually talking. So we can only keep it to like 3 minutes, which is cool. We're getting our details on the anime, and we're actually seeing it being created, as far as like the ideas of what actually we're gonna do with it, what's it gonna be about. The idea of like a fucking tank fighting a schoolgirl is, yes, that is so anime. And I'm glad that we get to see these ideas come to life. Not only that, but we're getting to see the process. There's something really interesting about seeing the process of creating an anime in an anime. And the more episodes that we get in, the more we get into the show, the more in depth we get to see like how at least the creative process of this works. We haven't really we've seen a little bit of the technical side and stuff like that. We haven't seen a lot of like the industry stuff and stuff, because we're dealing with like high schoolers. But it is really nice to see the creative process at work with these three, and it works really well. Like I said, I don't know what that second, like there's the mangaka and then there's the advisor or whatever. I don't know the name, but it's nice to see how the process works with those people in their rudimentary form of like these high school girls. And even in the actual episode, seeing the animation go from something very simple to all of a sudden she's running and jumping, and it does feel like you're watching. It's almost like I'm watching a documentary at times. And even in this show, it literally gave like a documentary style. When Mitsuki was talking about, animators are like actors, and I really like that that idea that she brought up, that animators are like actors, because she's very right. On top of learning how the creative process works, we're also getting a lot of details on the mindset of an animator. And in this episode, we got that with Mitsuki showing us that when you're animating, not only do you animate, like not only are you actor by animating how the fluidity of like pulling out a sword and swinging a sword would be, because yes, you would need to know how that would look like on the human body and stuff like that. And it would make sense that Mitsuki would be the one to explain that to the group. But not only that, but you as an animator, I would imagine that you have to breathe life into a lot of different things outside of just people. As she said, water, the movement of maybe like grass, or like just inanimate objects, something like the tank. You have to actually you actually have to give life to these things when you're an animator, and the more life you give to these things, the better your animation is going to be. I mean, obviously you don't want your animation to be lifeless, but that's not really something that we think about, especially when just watching an anime. You don't really think too much about how, oh man, the animator really made that windmill look real impactful in in that scene. You don't really think about that, nor do you think about how they did that, which is why I say that this anime almost feels like I'm watching an anime about a documentary about about making anime and how to make anime, which sounds really weird when I say it out loud, but makes total sense in my head when I'm watching this show. It's really fun. It's really fun. I don't know how many times I have to say that, but it's like really fun. Just seeing the normal, regular, schmecular shit of like, she's stuck on the roof, but she has to go to the bathroom, so she needs to figure out a way to the roof, a way off the roof, and making it more serious than it is by masking it as, we're on a space station and I'm running out of oxygen. Of course, it's like I've been saying for the past like 3 episodes. It's that imagination running wild and bleeding into the actual show, which I love, but also it makes it entertaining for the viewer. It reminds me kind of JoJo in that aspect of where like JoJo could take a game of rock paper scissors and make it overly dramatic. It feels like that in a way where, yeah, we're taking a very mundane situation and making it overly dramatic for the not only the enjoyment of the viewer, but it also working for the characters. It's just it's a great way to tell your story, a simple story at that, right? Like, because I have to bring it back up, this is a very simple story, but it's a great way to show or to tell that story in a more entertaining, like imagine if it was just if the situation at hand was just a situation at hand. It may be you may watch it and be like, yeah, that's cool, but it wouldn't be as entertaining, of course. So the show does a fantastic job on that. I really like how the show can still be gripping or very entertaining without with it being something mundane. I'm excited now, because now that we've been making progress, like I said in the last video, we've been making baby steps, but it's gratifying with each episode to see how far we've come from episode to episode, which I say that like we've created our own studio, they've created their own studio, and they're like big time now, but it's good to see them taking the steps in actually creating a solid piece of work, and in each episode it becoming more and more gratifying to see it, because this episode was more or less us just patching the roof, and then finding about the whole presentation thing and the budget, and then figuring out a way to secure that budget in the way of like our anime, and like figuring out the anime and scenes and stuff like that. I just didn't know that watching somebody make an anime would be so, like, I just didn't expect it to be so fun to watch. It just didn't. It's great. But also like being able to move the story forward with this. I'm pretty excited to see how exactly this goes about, or how this presentation is going to go, because of it's looking good right now, right? It's looking pretty good right now. Um, and seeing their ideas come together, of course it's going to look good now, but I'm wondering how well it's going to play out. Hopefully for the best, because I don't want to I don't want to see bad things happen. I don't want to see like disparaging things happen to this group, but I'm not going to be mad at some controversy. But yeah, this show is shaping up to be really fun to just it's shaping up to be a really fun watch. Like so far, it's been a really fun watch, and I'm interested to see where this goes. I think that's the biggest thing with this show right now. I'm interested to see where this goes. It A sword fighting, like, that's just anime, right? A sword wielding anime girl fighting a tank. That's anime. That is anime, and I fucking love it. With that being said, great episode. I'm glad that we got more progression in our story. Like I've been saying, this is a 12 episode anime, so the pace is going to have to be bop 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 bop, and so far that is exactly what the pace has been. It's really good pacing in this show. So great episode, really enjoyed it. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more keep your hands off Eizouken or something totally different, the best place to send that in is always my social media. Links going to be in the description below. And if you want these episodes early or the full length reaction to these episodes, you can subscribe to my Patreon. Links going to be in the description below for that as well. So all that out the way, get my off button ready. There he goes. You all stay amazing, stay safe, and take care of yourselves.